Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back for another episode of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we've got something to guard over here right now. We did set up our second city, which is fairly tidy right now. We did already put in the colonists there this round. We are still doing pretty good in terms of fuel, that's for sure. We could probably sell a little bit further. We could sell some food. Making pretty good amount of food. I'm going to sell another 500 food also, so we'll have at least a little bit more cash available. I mean, we've got a pretty good amount of money right now, but also since we can actually get some money out of it right now, might as well utilize I'll take the opportunity, as it were. We might want to save up the industrial points that we're not using for the construction of the high command, which is it's getting pretty good construction speed there. Admittedly, it only uses 50 industrial points per round as well, so that does help. But right now, our economic situation is fairly good. Ooh, right, with the second city, I think the max storage of power was increased a tiny bit. That's good. But yeah, we've got quite a bit of territory in here. I don't know how much is eventually going to be part of Spike's sort of territories in here. I'm sure that at least some of it will go elsewhere. Like, I think somewhere around here could be a nice border for another city on this end. Or somewhere in this forest, but again, we don't know what exactly is in there, so I'm not going to designate the areas quite yet. But it's something that I'm definitely thinking about. Got a bit of a defensive line there. Oh right, so this one could move. But we don't know what those are. It's probably an animal of some sort. Just going to pull this one back a little bit, so if they try to push through there, then we at least know that there was someone in there. Otherwise, they might move in here, but I don't think they'll be moving past that area. So we'll have at least a bit of a defensive line in here for the time being. And then once we get a bit of tanks, we could maybe use the tanks to... Can we actually have a look at the design that we have? So it's got... It's got really good hard attack and hard defense. And soft attack is fine. It's not massive, but it's fine. So it does move tracked. It's got some recon, which is more than what infantry does. Which does definitely help as well. It's got a bit of weight, and the size is 5. Yeah, overall it's a pretty decent one, I dare say. I've done some field testing on the various older models there that are now obsolete. Where's the... Oh, right. The machine guns need to move further north. And I think at this stage... Well, no, we'll wait until next round before we start moving this one out. But we're going to maybe start clearing out a little bit of this area. The recon could probably... Oh, Rockville over there. Okay. We'll just wait over here with the good supplies, at least for the time being. We've got a pretty good amount of money. Let's have a look at the stratagems, actually. Is there anything that we want to do? There's no taxation stuff yet. We've got the 2 headquarters. Ooh, private investment. It's actually not necessarily a bad idea. If we do that in Spike, well, 20. It's still over 750. So you should be able to build something there. And that's going to offer a little bit... Oh, right, and increased defensive power of a Syndic... Or with the Syndic Priest. Do we have... Oh, we've got one there. We could maybe give... this one. I mean, it's already got the defense posture. Oh, that reminds me. We never set any posture on this one, did we? Let's have a look at that. So we've got Blitzkrieg, hold the line. That would be kind of okay. But that might be very costly as well. And of course, our attack values would be basically nothing. So, I don't know. Maybe not that one right now. I suppose we could get a Syndic Priest on one of these.
Copy that.
As it is free to do so. We could also do a recon contract with one of the maritime trade houses again. We already did one over here, so that is why we know of this island here. If we zoom out a little bit, we could do another one in here. I don't know if there's going to be an island in this bay. Probably not. You never know. So this is part of the Lima Main. So if we were to do something about that, recon contract over here. Oh, right. There's oh, Zhate Sea. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's 2 different zones there. Now also, oh, Zusi 2 over there. That's a 5er. That's a 1. That's, oh, right. That's an area that we could probably send a spy in. That's another minor territory over there. That's a Zusi 2. That rival that we have over here is pretty large, to say the least. And then there's another major over there. But yeah, I think we are going to do a quick, like a 1 or 2 round recon in there, just to get a bit of an idea if there's any islands in the bay there or not. There might not be. but it would be a nice thing to know. Right, so that's just a 4,500 free folk in there. We still have quite a bit of free folk in Spike itself, don't we? Oh yeah, we do. 19,500. I mean, the population itself is pretty decent as well. But yeah, let's just get to the next round, shall we? Oh dear, the area over there is in trouble. Oh, and there's something pushing back over there in the north. No battles, though. Only 100 research bonus points. That's good. Oh, and we discovered APC. Aha, civilization level to level 2. Oh, yeah, the logistics down here. Oh, that's being threatened. Huh? Wait a minute, what? Something's happened. As we suddenly just lost a massive amount of troops there. Were they? Oh, maybe they had some of the obsolete stuff and that was taken out. That could be it. Right, well, the national budget seems good, so we don't need to change that one, in my opinion. Workers hold a vote. We could make a compromise. Right, we'll do a 2-round recon. Yeah, no, it must be just the fact that we put the stuff to obsolete. That. Oh, and the private sector is building a road all the way here now. Oh. They also built the road there, which is something that I was planning on doing. That might also be part of the reason why the trucks are a bit busy. Well, not really fully, but that might be part of the reason regardless. So let's have a look at the replacement to... Oh. Yeah, we need a bit of infantry. Yeah, it took the old stuff out of there, I guess. Go ahead and start getting some of these. How much can we... I suppose we need, what, 3,000? Let's get 3,000 of these. It's a bit expensive. There's also 3,000 soldiers that we need to get. Can I actually see... Oh, hold on a minute. So that's the produce replacement stuff. I wonder if I can dismiss some of the replacement existing stuff there. That's a 1,500 and that's quite a bit as well. I may have done a bit of mistake in changing the priorities then. At least these ones got the newer stuff. And we still know that there's something in here. At least slightly less. The problem though... Oh. Oh, this one had the replacement stuff as well. Okay. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I'm hoping that most of it can reach where it needs to be. Let's pull these back a little bit. That one can't really move in. Aha, we know that there's 2 of these in here. Absorption long frogs. Seems like it might be a bad thing for us. Let's pull back a little bit. So these are on their own for now. Hopefully we can get there in time. I don't think we will though. Let's move that one in here just to cover the troops for the time being. And then those have moved. So we used up most of our industrial production points there. But now, in theory, we're not necessarily going to start it quite yet. But once we get the high command done, we'll start working on the bureaucratic office level 2. We're actually gaining a little bit of power in here. Although once that is done, I think we might actually be losing some. Yeah, I believe we'll be losing like 10 per round. Well, how close are we getting to the power plant research done? Oh, and we're losing a lot of cash. There's a 13% right now, so it's still quite a while. At least artillery is already 12%. So once we start unlocking those, that's going to be really pretty good way for us to push some of the enemies back, especially the human-like enemies, or like a non-animal things, let's say. Let's have a look at the management. So is there... If we hide the obsolete, so it's not going to show them in there. Yeah, I think we may have done a bit of a mistake there. Setting the stuff to obsolete already before we replace it manually. Because we need to replace a lot of troops now, but oh well, we'll survive. Hopefully. Let's just get to the next round then so we can get some of the reinforcements in. So there's these long frogs that might cause a bit of issue. And then there's a massive amount of stuff over there. There's something moving up here. I mean, once we get the machine gun... well, actually, this is going to be really bad for supplies next round because there's a lot of troops that have moved in. And actually, the troops are being replaced. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that they will be using the logistics. And that... Oh, there we go. We got pushed out of the shrine already. And there's something moving up here. There's 200 infantry, which got more fuel deposits in this bike. Well, I mean... Fair enough, I guess. Oh, right, we got a bit of population that we could increase in here. We did actually recruit a bit more workforce in here as well. How much do we have? Oh, we got jobs for 2,500. What do we have in here? So we got the port, which does require a little bit more. Suppose we'll just colonize. We could actually just send in workers there, I guess. So they will be part of the workforce now. We got 1,000 metal. I guess we got the we got the high command constructed. So let's go. We're not losing power yet, actually. Well, I suppose it's not kicked in. I suppose. Let's have a look at the decision to make. Service or Secret Service Council's house. That'll probably be fine. So we'll put no changes there. What do we discovered over here in the ocean? No islands as far as we can tell, or in the bay there. What's this then? There's a hot pool, so that increases population happiness. And that's quite nice. So there's oil there, and oh, one over there. And then there's one over there. There is a lot of oil in here, that's for sure. There's one over there, of course, as well. Which we haven't yet really started doing much with. So how's the private sector? So currently building town customs, I guess? Or planning on making that at least next. We should increase the security, actually. So it's not all bad. Oh, and we've got on some of the replacements already. Let's have a look at the replacement troops that we still need. So we have plenty in reserves. I don't know if we can, realistically speaking, do anything about the reserves. Like the units that we don't really need. Have a look at the models. We've got a lot of obsolete in here. Like the unit admin. Oh, right. We could well, that would disband the headquarters. That's probably not what we want. But I suppose we've got at least some troops there. Technically speaking, what I could do. So I could, instead of having these obsolete, just have them low quality stuff. So at least they can be used for raising more troops, for example. Go ahead and try to block this path here a little bit. Can't get in front of it though, which is definitely a problem, especially since most of our supplies were coming from here. And over here we do not have a lot of intel right now. But at least we're getting a bit of supplies now along the coast there. I was planning on building a port in here actually, which would give us a bit of a access point over there. I don't think the port over here is really used. I think it would be like connecting to this island, for example, is something that we could do from there. But right now, I'm pretty sure that the stuff doesn't really do anything. But now we've got the machine gunners in here. Let's move in some of these troops. Do a little bit of conquering again. So we're going to actually move these here. So we might be able to get towards Rockwell. I don't know if there's anyone in there, but at least we'll be slightly closer. We did not start working on the bureaucratic office level 2 yet. I think we'll wait on that one a little bit, just to make sure that we can see how much of a... like, if we're starting to lose power already or not. Because if we are, then we are going to be in a bit of a problem. Get a bit of road over there at least, and then we could maybe continue across the river there. So we'll get the supplies all the way there. This one, well, we could have a road through there, but I don't think it's needed because that road will be able to supply the area over there as well, for the most part. And there is a bit of problems with the supply lines, of course, right now. Not the worst situation, but it could be better, definitely. Right, let's have a look at the stratagems real quick. So we haven't got any of the headquarters stuff. We've got a lot of spy stuff that. Oh, right, yeah, we've got a spy team of 3 spies. That's still a pretty rough one to send there, as well as there. That's a miner over there. Oh, right, so there's another one. So it does continue all the way to the... okay. Let's send in some spies there. That's a double the number, of course. Now, if we try to send just an individual spy, would that be any easier? It might be slightly easier. Okay, we're not discovered, but we failed to get in there. We propose peace to some miners, or open contact, for example, with one of the majors, but we don't actually have anyone that we could talk to right now. Commercial project. Do we have these in... you know what? Let's set up one level of commercial project in there, so that's going to be providing at least some work there. And then also, we could probably do the same over here in Spike. The commercial stuff on both of them, level 1. I don't think it actually takes all that many workers to run it, but, you know, it's at least a bit of extra quality of life, which... let's have a quick look at the... oh, we're losing a lot of cash here again. Customizer points is still pretty rough. The power plant is now 22%. Machine gun 73. Automatic rifle at 47. Artillery 26. So have a quick look at the Economic Council. So if we can have a look at the research. Right, resource bonus. That's 39%. Ah, right, so we got an extra 2 research points from that. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. But at least we're getting something in there. Worker support is going down a little bit, so is the soldier support right now, but that might be partially because we switched a lot of the troops around, so that had an impact on the morals of the units and all that. The fact that we still don't have any of the taxation cards is a bit troubling. I mean, again, we've got a lot of the organizations already. We don't have that massive bureaucratic point production yet. But let's, actually, let's double check. Is there any troops that we need to move? I could try moving this one in here. I can't move in there to block the path yet. But we may need to do something like that soon enough to stop them from getting in. These, we don't know what the situation over there is yet. You're in there. Okay, that didn't conquer anything. That one did, at least. There's something swimming over there. And then that one already moved. Alright, well... Oh, right. Ammunition was something that we used a lot. We could actually produce a bit more. I'm not running low on ammo yet, but we could definitely have more of it. Let's get at least some of that, and then we can get to the next round. But I think that unit is going to be lost. I didn't have a look at the battles, but I'm pretty sure that was the only one that was having combat. So we are probably going to fail the task. I mean, well, the problem is that it's unfortunate, but it happens. Oh, and it got destroyed. 200 infantry, that was to be expected. Ah, in 2 turns, the effects of time of learning will come into full force. Ooh, sales tax, that would be a nice one to increase. Popular rally, let the people march, chant and sing for their ideals. Okay. Zhate has started auction. And Aurora Deep made a brilliantly well executed naval attack on Zhate. 1 ship against 0 ships. Zhate 3. Okay, Zhate seems to be losing a lot of ground. I believe that is the one that we've got some shares already. Ah, we could get Foreign Affairs Council, Applied Science Council, Air Force Research Council. I think the Foreign Affairs is something that we are going to need, not necessarily too badly yet. We're not going to necessarily invest a lot of points into it, but like having it might not be a bad idea. And CEO has an emergency. Serious incident somebody 1212. A toxic liquid tank spilled over. Your help would mean averting a disaster. An accident would have negative consequences for population in the zone. Then it would go up if you do not help. Yeah, we'll help the corporation. Right, so Zhate is having another auction, but judging by how much they're losing stuff, I'm not going to bid on that one right now. They lost 2 Z zones in like 3 rounds or something. Okay, there is someone there. Let's send the walker in. The walker will probably annihilate most of those. Move back a little bit there. How's the supply lines looking now? Ah, there we go. We managed to sort of push the enemy back a little bit, and now all the troops are back in full strength. We don't know too much. Oh, we captured that one, so I'm kind of guessing that that might be abandoned, but I would not count on it yet. Being the case, we did lose a little bit of ground there, though. So it might be that it went there, captured that one, and then this would be abandoned. I mean, we could check. Kind of seems like that's the case. Yep. We can move those at least. And then there's something in here as well, most likely. Was there any other battles other than us losing the unit over here? Not really. No. Mostly interested in the battle. Oh! Right. Lima Main. We've discovered it entirely. At least, you know, we know the area in there at least. And we know that there's no islands there. We've gotten the extra troops in here at least to guard the town itself. And I don't think we necessarily want to attack the militia there yet, but hopefully we can sort of attract them to attack. Oh, and we are losing power already, so that is why we're not expanding the bureaucratic office quite yet. We'll just leave that be for the time being, as it is. We could probably build at the port over here at Ruby, although, does the port actually provide food? No, not in this planet. But yeah, we'll build another port just in case here. It's a bit expensive. Oh, and actually one of the things that we could do now is we could raise the light tank battalion. We can take a bit of fuel, bit of ammo. Fuel we don't really lack though. And it does take quite a bit of the IP especially. The metal we got plenty. Let's get that one. And then we could use that one to maybe clear out some of the enemies in here. I don't know if this is the best location to send that to. But it can definitely help at least clearing or carving a path through the plains here. Later on. At least we got the defensive line in here now. So did we get... Oh yeah, we got some of the older stuff in here now. Fair enough. And we could also... Let's have a look at there's somebody... Oh wow, that is a lot of population suddenly. Oh yeah, there's a 13.8 thousand inhabitants immigrating from Spike. So yeah, the population over here went down quite a bit, but there's not that much private jobs anyway. So I guess that's fine. How are we doing in terms of money? We're still losing. Oh, well, we did get the sales tax thing, didn't we? So let's try passing that one finally. That would increase our money situation a bit. There we go, we have changed that now. So how much would we be getting from there? We don't know yet, do we? Let's have a look at that. Treasury cash flow overview. Yeah, we didn't get any revenue from it yet. So we don't know the exact, but it should be a pretty decent amount, I reckon. I got a solid front line to the south again. Hopefully the enemies will start sort of running back a little bit, and then maybe, just maybe, we can start pushing them back into the plains. And over there we at least have a bit of an advantage over them, because they won't have quite as high defensive bonuses from the terrains. That would be nice. We could probably also send another spy. Oh wait, no, we don't have any of those available right now. Well, I guess we won't do that then. Forced March. Infantry and artillery get 50% more action points. Infantry plus artillery minus 40% on attack and minus 10% readiness. So if we need to move like a lot of infantry and artillery through long distances, especially if we're like fighting... Let's say we fight around here first a lot, and then we need to move a lot of troops to north because there's a hostile nation forming up there. So we could do the force march and not use up all the truck points while doing strategic redeployment. So you know, we could get some of the battalions up here sooner. How are we doing in terms of research now? Just out of curiosity. Power plant is 31%. Machine gun army or heavy machine gun is at 77%. 65% are automated rifles already, and 39% are the artillery. So I'd say the research is coming along fairly well, all things considered. Now, I wouldn't mind discovering the solar panel still as well, because I believe that one, I don't think it produces quite as much power as the power plant does, but at the same time, you don't need to put any solar input. I don't know if it produces more if it's closer to equator or not. That would kind of make sense, but I'm not really that familiar with a lot of the stuff yet. Oh, right. Well, I was thinking about moving in a bit more people or colonists in here, but right now I'm not actually entirely sure if we need to do that. Because we just got a massive population boost there. Now, of course, there's no one working in the commercial area yet, but that will get sorted out soon enough. Oh, there's been damage to the asset, I guess. Or maybe it's just because there's no one working it, I don't know. Or maybe there was something about the... Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out. So we've got a bit of free folk over there. Oh! Interesting. That wasn't there. That must have become a new thing rather recently then. But yeah, that definitely increased at least. Alright, well, let's get to the next round. See how especially the southern border over here for us behaves. At least we got the troops guarding it, so, you know, they won't be able to get just through here and cause mayhem. They will have to attack us, and I think our troops will be able to at least hold our ground. Not necessarily enough to deal a lot of damage to the enemy, but at least to hold them back for the time being. And next round we can send the tanks somewhere. We could maybe send the tanks down south. No battles as far as we can tell. Volunteer drives. Oh, right, now we can send another spy. Lima main made a well-executed naval attack on Zhate Sea. One ship engaged one enemy ship, lost one friendly ship while sinking one enemy ship. Okay. Right, we still got the mission to hold the Hex, but that's probably not going to happen. We could, of course, yeah, I was planning on sending it down here, wasn't I? So that seems, they abandoned there. We'll move these forward. And move this one as well, and then maybe get this in here. Oh, did we have artillery on this one? Yes, we do. Alright, well, let's switch to the range attack. Let's see if we can't damage them with the artillery. We won't have a lot of... Okay, we did hit one. We didn't actually damage any, though. Let's have a look at the decisions real quick. Isn't it with Lithium Field? There has been a rather embarrassing incident. You should know about what I did. The military police was arresting some men in the pub where I was having a drink. I questioned their actions, and one thing followed another, and in a brawl. Some of our enforcement officers got injured. The populace of Spike is angry, and there might well be some unrest. Rules has reversed that. The leader still got over 60 points relations with us.
Order acknowledged.
We'll be fine. Right, we need a new director for the Foreign Affairs Council. And priorities will probably go for more towards the minor diplomacy right now. Not massively more, but just that tiny bit more. And Church of Syndic requires a donation. That'd be 500 credits. Same time, who's this one? Secret Service Council. Oh, right. That's the one that we just kind of angered there, didn't we? How is the... So that's a cult, isn't it? That's a Church of Syndic, but yeah, it must be the cult. There's 38 right now, relations. And then there's the militia and corporations. I guess we could do that. I'm sure that we can sell something. Let's actually have a look. How's the money? Oh, we are actually making money now with the tax changes. Good. So we don't need to worry too much about losing a bit of cash here and there. Let's go ahead and hire a new director then. So we could get them junior or... Oh, we could... Now to be fair, it's foreign military, so military might not be needed for that one. Ooh, suitability of 30. Now that was a lucky roll there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we managed to get a little bit of that area. We've got the tanks in the region now, so that's good. I'm hoping that we can start pushing them, like, just not leave any gaps on the front. They're not really seeming that eager to attack us, luckily. Let's double check this area. Okay, so it must have pushed or pulled back again. Unless it's over here, that's also a possibility. I guess the easiest way to check is... Oh, yeah, it is there. I was about to move this one in there, but luckily I did not. Just sort of... judging by how the things behave there. Is there... there's hunger in the zone because there's no food production in here yet. Right. So the population is actually dropping a lot. Is that because of the... Yeah, 600 died because of hunger. And a lot of them are joining the Free Folk. Okay, well, one of the things that I could do... So it needs to be a privatized thing. There's a bit of stock of food there. We produce only 18 food. Oh well, that was delivered by the zone militia, okay. So none of the food is being produced in here yet. I suppose one of the things that I could do then is I could either start building a bit of a farm in here, which might not be the best location terrain-wise, it's a jungle, but at the same time, that is something we can probably do without too many issues. Let's do the agricultural facility, that's built in one round. And then we're going to get some food in there, which seems like it is currently the problem. We did not get attacked in here either, but I think that's something that we'll have to deal with the next episode, because we are out of time for this one. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you have already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.